Hey guys, Mike Stewart here, Team Maryland Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I brought some guys from the team out today. Before we talk, I just want to let you guys know that we do have an in-house tournament at our Towson location, October 5th, and this is open to all students. And it's also the 3-year anniversary of the Towson gym, so make sure you come to that. And we also have Grandmaster Gracie coming here Friday, November 1st, and he'll be in Towson on Saturday, November 2nd. The reason I kind of brought this panel together for these guys today is to just ask them what martial arts they've taken in the past, how long it took them to achieve whatever belt they achieved in that martial art, what they kind of felt they gained from that style, and then how long they've been training in Gracie Jiu-Jitsu, how long it's taken them to achieve the rank here, and what they felt they've achieved from here. So let's start with the big man, Mark.
My name's Mark Harris. I've been training here for a little bit under a year, and before this I got a karate black belt. It took 3.5 years. In a year I'm a 2-stripe white belt, and I find it really interesting. It takes such a long time to get to move up in belts, and I feel what I've got here is very, very practical. And I've always felt that nothing happens until you have to look someone else in the eye, whether it be in a tournament, whether you're sparring with or whatever, and you both got to do a lot of contact. And this has been really good for me, and I've enjoyed it.
Steve?
I'm Steve Barnett. I've done martial arts for about 3.5 years for my previous black belt in Taijutsu, and I've been practicing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu for over 2 years. I'm at my 2nd stripe, white stripe. My attendance isn't necessarily the most.
Don't tell them why you're, yeah.
But I'm consistent with it. As far as I've been here for 2 years, I haven't left, and I do believe that from what I've gained from learning at this dojo is a great sense of street awareness martial arts, things that are going to actually help you if you were in a conflict out in the real world. Plus, it does give you the opportunity to expand and get better with your own physical attributes if you wanted to compete, and that is something that I will be doing down the road. So the good leadership and good instruction coming from these instructors here and the world-class Helson Gracie, then that is definitely some goals that I will be achieving over the next few years.
Cool. Ty.
Hi, my name is Tai Pham. I've been doing Jiu-Jitsu for almost 2 years now, and I just got my blue belt. And before Jiu-Jitsu, I was doing Taekwondo, and I was doing it for about 2 years also. And over those 2 years, I got the brown belt. And looking back, I'm much more proud of my blue belt than the brown belt because I feel that this blue belt here is much more practical. I think it's more real. In class we roll almost every day, where in Taekwondo for those 2 years, I think we spar maybe once a week or once every 2 weeks, so it's very unreal. We do a lot of kicking in the air and punching in the air. It's probably a good exercise, but it's not practical for self-defense. Here we roll every day that we come to class, so I feel like my skills are much more practical, much more realistic, more usable in the street. And to me, I'm almost 50 years old now, and this sport is in Taekwondo, it's very much an impact thing. So when you spar, it's easy to get hurt. Here, you can roll as hard or as deliberate as you want. So to me, I'm after it for the exercise, and also in rolling in Jiu-Jitsu, there's a lot of strategies. So when they say that Jiu-Jitsu is like chess, it's really easy. You can do it very meticulously, slowly, and think about 1 or 2 steps ahead, just like when you're playing chess. Where what I remember in Taekwondo, you're out there and you got to do it quick. And first, for somebody as old as I am, I get hurt easily that way. So this way I have a lot more fun. It's a great exercise for me, and it's a lot of mental game also. So I really, really, really enjoy it. So thanks.
And last, I saved Rod for last. I'll let you talk.
Rod Chrysostomo. I've been here for a year and 2 months. 3-stripe white belt. Got into jiu-jitsu just to improve self-defense. That's how I met Mike. Been in the law enforcement field for 15 years. In 15 years, we've had several different types of defensive tactic instructors. People who are black belts in Bondo, black belt in Taekwondo, Aikido, Krav Maga. A lot of times when you take these classes, you're in service training. So a lot of times you just want to take the class and be done with it. I never thought any of this stuff was practical, and to be honest with you, a lot of people, a lot of cops, a lot of law enforcement officers are getting lucky that nothing's happening to them on the street. like I said, I've been in 15 years, and in the past year that I've been here, I've had 3 instances where I've had to use jiu-jitsu. I'm not going to talk too much about what happened, but basically just used basic self-defense, Gracie Jiu-Jitsu. Was able to achieve a superior position and subdue the perpetrator and place him under arrest without punching, without elbowing, and it was very fast and very efficient. There was people with cameras out. There were multiple witnesses. That's the age we live in. Everybody's videoing the police and what they're doing.
And civilians.
And civilians. And with that, you know, everything I did was standard operating procedure, what I'm supposed to do in a confrontation like that, a physical confrontation. But with the jiu-jitsu, it's definitely, we practice every day, we roll, and in essence, we're fighting every day. So what I noticed in these instances where I had these confrontations, I remained calm through the whole thing and watched them panic. And I was able to stay calm and employ the tactics that I learned from here and subdue the perpetrator and place him under arrest without any further injury to me or him.
Cool. And a lot of you guys don't, I mean, a lot of you guys do know, but some of you don't know. I have black belts in multiple styles. I've been doing martial arts since I was, 4 years old. And I've taught at other gyms. I was the head instructor of another academy for a long time. And like Ty said, I'm more proud of my purple belt than any other belt that I've ever earned. Because, like these guys say, of the practicality, and to be able to hear these stories and to share it with students that take it seriously. And you know, we need more students doing jiu-jitsu. You know, all these guys, the only young buck here is Steve, and we're not even that young anymore. You know, like, we're closing in on 30. But we have guys out here in their 50s, teenagers, 16, just getting into it. You know, old guys like Mark, all types of different people. And Mark didn't say this, Mark wrestled in college as well.
Right.
And is competing, and Mark actually won gold medals in the last two tournaments, as well as his sons too. So, and not only that, Steve doesn't have any kids yet. But my kids will get involved. Rod has his son in the program, and Ty also has his son in the program too. So it's not just a rough and tumble thing. You can do it with your family. It's good for kids. It's good for everybody. But I really appreciate you guys coming out, taking out the time tonight. And guys, make sure that you get into class. TeamMarylandBJJ.com.